Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Maybe I'm a sadomasochist. But f it. Like, let's get into it. Let's get into lesbian culture.
Which one would you rather put in your mouth?
I don't understand you bisexuals. I mean, really, make up your minds already.
Why do so many lesbians seem to fear, if not outright avoid altogether, bisexual women? I'm sick of bisexuals treating lesbianism as some sort of fetish. Lesbians hate lesbophobes. Bisexuals tend to be lesbophobes. Do the math. Okay, well, somebody did their addition inside their head. Lesbians typically prefer to date lesbians, which is what bisexuals are mad about, and is why some push the predatory who targets straight women stereotype on us in pure spite. I mean, this is definitely not one of those we can't even agree on the facts. Like, we even have some lesbians here admitting, like, yeah, I don't want to date you, and that's why you're mad. And some bi chicks being like, yeah, you don't want to date me, and it's making me mad. Like at least we can agree on this one thing. Here's an interesting comment I came across. I think lesbians smell differently to straight women and bisexuals. Lesbians have a peculiar natural smell to attract other females. Y'all can't help it. You're going to be drawn to me because I am a lesbian and I produce my lesbian juices that you are going to be drawn to. You have no choice. No choice. You will be drawn to me. Okay, I'm gonna try to tackle this from the position of somebody who dated bi women but ended up settling down with another lesbian. Because I think I harbor a lot of the same insecurities that leads to some lesbians avoiding bisexuals. First off, the whole chasing straight women thing. Why would we go after somebody who's straight, especially knowing how, like, nail against the chalkboard excruciating it is when a man thinks that we just haven't been inserted with the right people? Like, it's the same thing, right? I don't believe experienced lesbians actually do this that often. What I do see experienced lesbians doing is sometimes ending up in relationships with people that everyone thought was straight. So what does that leave us with? Well, it leaves us with this. Baby lesbians bragging about bagging straight chicks. When the alcohol starts to taste like I can make her gay for the night. Yeah, I've had that cocktail too. It's called the Delusion Teeny. You turn her from straight to gay. Okay, but that transition was is that you eating somebody out? Is that what this is? I'm eating you out. Nobody can turn anybody okay, well, I will say, Mariska Hargitay, she does have the power. Nope, that's wrong. Even Mariska can't turn people. Oh, no, you're not using this for that. When you're the girl that turned her gay after everyone said it would never happen. Nobody does this. Nobody said that to you. Like, nobody came up to this girl who's cosplaying as if she's Jay-Z or, I don't know, black. Nobody came up to her and was like, I bet you can't turn that straight girl. What do all these TikToks have in common? They all look like they were made by people who recently discovered the joy of being allowed into a drinking establishment, / by people who probably don't know that joy yet. They're all by super, super young baby lesbians. These girls are gonna learn. They just discovered TikTok before the learning has taken place. So the biphobia. If some baby leses are okay chasing straight chicks, and some older leses seem to be fine raising the children of supposed straight chicks, then what is the problem our community has with bi and pansexuals?
Insecurity.
I actually don't have a hard time understanding why some lesbians hesitate to date bi chicks. I think it's stupid to limit your dating pool like that, but I understand. If you are the type that easily gets jealous when you're dating somebody who's only into men or only into women, you can kind of like rest assured when they're with the sex that they're not attracted to, that nothing's gonna happen. And not in a I 100% trust my partner sort of way, in the often more assuring this is literally impossible way. I don't feel like all lesbians are like, oh, these bi bisexuals. They purposefully want to get with lesbians so they can just constantly cheat on us with both sexes, the slutty skanks. It's like not really, that's not really our viewpoint, I don't think. It's more kind of just the logistics of being a jealous bitch. I would say besides insecurity, the second most reason I see lesbians having a problem with bi women is because they got burned in the past and they're afraid any future bi partner will be the same. This isn't a problem exclusive to women-loving women relationships. I have listened to straight women friends tell me that, like, they're just constantly afraid that the new guy they're with is going to cheat on them because they were cheated on in the past by a man. If a lesbian cheats on us, we can't choose to not date lesbians anymore. That would be assigning guilt to our own community and in some ways to ourselves. But you better believe if any other label wrongs us, oh boy. Often there's a lack of understanding and a lack of empathy. Basically, that's a nice way of saying, we got some ignorant ass lesbians out here who assume because they are only attracted to one sex that everybody should only be attracted to one sex. This one is overly frustrating because it's the exact same thing that keeps homophobes from feeling empathy for gay people. I think there is another smaller group of lesbians who actually do understand this, but still hate on bi chicks. And for that group of women, I think they lack empathy. Perhaps people in this group are more afraid than the average human of getting hurt, so they're extra guarded when it comes to their heart. I will die alone before I date a bisexual. To me, it's always a much stronger choice to be open-minded than it is to be kind of narrow-minded. So in that feeling, I feel like giving somebody that you're afraid to date a shot in the face of that fear, I think can lead to positive things. Like, how many of us were initially afraid to admit to ourselves that we were gay? Can you imagine if we never admitted that we were gay? Can you imagine if I never got to caress a pair of soft breasts? I still get confused about biphobia in our community because, like, half of lesbian meme culture is just jokes about lesbians meeting up in online spaces complaining about not being able to find a girlfriend. Maybe it's hard for you to get a girlfriend because you chopped off a huge whole-ass part of the dating pool you were supposed to have. And I absolutely cannot get around how funny it is hearing a lesbian say she would never date a bi chick and they always only date men anyways in the same sentence. Okay, well, you just said you would never date them, so who are they supposed to date? Let me know your thoughts on this. What about all my bi people watching this video? I'd love to get your take on the issue. There are some in the lesbian community who think biphobia is just like made up to chase after lesbians. I don't think that's the case because I've had people tell me to my face, bisexuals tell me to my face, they feel like biphobia is a problem in the lesbian community. To my lesbians, would you date a person who is bi? Like, this definitely isn't just a problem for the queer women community. I know bisexual men have it a really hard time, but interestingly, it seems for bisexual men, it's straight women who have the problem. All right, that's the video.